this clear that some of the traveling of the president are statutory. The president has to be there, like attending the United Nations Summit, like attending the AU, the ECOWAS Summit. But there are others that are completely discretionary, like even the recent one you just showed, a symposium. It's a symposium, and the president is not even the keynote speaker, he's one of the speakers. It's not even, I've checked the website, he's not even the keynote speaker, he's one of the speakers. But as time progresses, I will give the name of the keynote speaker. Let me give the 15 traveling in 6 months of the president, excluding the first lady, because in the treasury of Sierra Leone, the Bank of Sierra Leone, we have 3 accounts on the office of the president. You have the special interest account to the secretary to the president. You have accounts tagged overseas and local traveling. Then you have another account, office of the first lady, meaning all what the president is enjoying belongs to the people of Sierra Leone. And it is our money, and it is also good that people will be demanding accountability on presidential traveling. It is good that they are demanding accountability. What is the president traveling for? Owing to the fact that according to the Bank of Sierra Leone recent statement, financial statement, our foreign reserve has plummeted from 2.7 months to now 2.4 months. In fact, rumors are saying that it is now about 1 month. So you have to be careful about traveling. On the 1st of March, President Biu visited Cheng Steel Plant in China. On the 6th of March, President Biu met the president of UAE to advance bilateral relations, which the foreign minister can do, the ambassador to UAE can do. On the 25th of March, President Biu was in Pennsylvania, USC, to deliver the 3rd annual Distinguished Lecture in African Studies of the Center for African Studies at the University of Pennsylvania. It's discretionary. On the 29th of April, President Biu was in Kenya for the World Bank International Development Association for Heads of State Summit. That is statutory. The president has to be there. On the 5th of May, President Biu was at the 15th session of the Islamic Summit of Member States of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. It's also statutory. On the 14th May, President Biu was in Paris to deliver a keynote address on clean cooking. That is discretionary. On the 31st of May, President Biu was in Seoul, South Korea, for the Korean African Summit. It's also statutory because all the heads of state are there to jostle for fund and development for their country. On the 4th of June, President Biu was in Vienna to co-chair the high-level Sierra Leone Investment Roundtable on renewable energy and food security, for which we, according to government information, we have over $800 million in pledges, which is also good for the country, and it is statutory because the president has to be there to convince investors to buy into the idea of Feed Sierra Leone. On the 8th of July, Biu was in Nigeria for the 65th ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of ECOWAS. That is also statutory. On the 25th of July, President Biu was in Paris for the Sports for Sustainable Development Summit. That is also discretionary. On the 7th of August, so at least the president is traveling 2 times every month. This is excluding the president who will go tell us for being Namibia. It excludes them in late February. President and the wife then go tell us for being Namibia. So there are a lot, about 15 traveling in the last 6 months of the president. He also talked about my brother talked about the stability of the currency. Yes, it is good. It is true that the currency, Sierra Leone's currency, is very, very much stable against the dollar. Except for a few weeks or a month, wherein the currency it has also begun to increase from 22.3 to now 22.4. So I think, and I when I was reading the monetary policy of the Bank of Sierra Leone, they were very cautious when they were talking about the currency stability. They were very, very much cautious that we need to be careful. Government is doing a lot of bank borrowing. And this is something this government initially said that they will not embark on. But they are doing a lot of bank borrowing. It is understandable. It's also helping the banks, according to the Bank of Sierra Leone statement. It's also government is using it to pay people. So these are the things the minister talked about. And we have to note that when it comes to inflation on food, we should also know that according to WFP, 82% of Sierra Leoneans are food insecure. 18% are severely food insecure. These are reports, public reports that are out there. So if the president, for example, is saying that I'm doing fine on agriculture, I'm doing fine on the economy, I should be able to feel it in reality. It is not about talking it. It's about actualizing it in the lives of the citizens of the country.
Dixon, when the minister was making his submission, well, from what he said in the studio plus all that government communicates out there, their position is we're not there, but we're making progress. And they allude certain benefits to the president's travels. Does that suffice to qualify for progress made?
Of course, you can say, nobody will say that we've not been making progress in some sectors. But we've also not been making progress in other sectors. We've been making progress in some, we've not been making progress in other sectors. And I think it's good. I will not sit here and say the president has not done, the government has not done anything. But we are talking about a government that has spent 6 years in office. They should not be telling us that, we are making baby steps, we are putting the blocks. We believe that they should have put the blocks in the first inning. They should have made the baby steps in the first inning. Now we should be making giant strides. We should not be 82% food insecure. We should not be struggling with some of the health indicators. Go online, see the health indicators.
Did we have the right?
It's a government.
Did we have the right foundation as a nation for this level of accelerated progress and development that you speak of?
If we had the right foundation, yeah, well, Sierra Leone was moving. Sierra Leone was moving. We had our problems, but Sierra Leone was moving. We had the government came, they said that they will fight corruption. They said they are going to fight corruption to weed out corruption. What we've seen is that they fight corruption elsewhere, and they fail to concentrate on corruption on themselves. We saw when the Auditor General, for example, said that he's going to investigate the office of the president. And look at some of these travelings. The problem of the Auditor General is to look at some of these traveling, and some of which he found forged receipts. And he has become somebody that we should celebrate. We are now maligning her because of what she did. This is what is happening in the country. There are areas you will say, okay, this country, Sierra Leone is a developing country, and the president did not meet much, but we are making progress. But there are areas, the president told us in his manifesto that in 6 months he will transform the economy of this country. He should not be telling us, giving us excuses. He said it. He knew what he saw before 2018. He knew what he saw, and he told us in 6 months the economy of this country will transform. But in reality, what happened? The economy became very, very much worse for the people of this country. The president makes several promises. He even talked about reducing traveling in the SLPP manifesto, New Direction manifesto of 2018. He said he will not be traveling, and by Kurma spent about $4 million in traveling. In just 5 years, the president spent the government spent $28 million on traveling. And mark you, the Japanese helped us to build an hospital for $16 million at Lumley. $28 million could give us 2 modern hospitals.